All right, day 4. We're back. We're at a 7-Eleven. We got one of these shot things. So this one is supposed to help with fatigue.
Orange shot.
Looks like Albert just got orange juice.
Basically.
We're on our way to the Meiji Temple. Never been before actually, so pretty excited for it. So getting this fatigue shot out of the way. So for all the steps we're gonna take, how many steps do you think we're gonna take today?
Today, we could do like 25. We'll do 25.
That was gonna be my guess. So we'll see. We'll see who's right. But yeah, stay tuned.
head first until I master it. Yo, I'll bleed for my art, but I'm no masochist. I just can't live while holding all this passion, and it's not a decision for me. It's a dichotomy, you're dying or just living, homie. I feel the worst when I'm silent at home and I'm sitting lonely. Brother, that's the story of my life, like it was already written for me. It used to feel like an imprisonment. Many times I tried quitting this, but these withdrawal symptoms, I was itching on my fingertips and tried to fly again and again, even when I felt my wings were clipped. I can't blame anyone else. Truth be told, I was forging weapons against myself. So regardless.
Alright, we are back from the 1 week Japan trip. It is currently Monday, March 2nd. I got back actually 2 days ago on Saturday night on February 28th. I'll be honest, the post-Japan travel blues mixed in with the I guess Sunday scaries or Monday scaries. It's pretty rough. Today's Monday. I got work in about 40 minutes. Good thing on Mondays I work from home. So it kind of helps with the transition a little bit. Do want to apologize a little bit about the lack of Japan footage towards the last few days of my Japan trip. Some of the main reasons being I do want to soak in as much of that experience as possible and just be present in the moment. Really just kind of just soak in everything, right? So I just, decided to film a little bit less, and also the last few days was mostly doing, just kind of walking around, shopping in Shibuya, Shinjuku, Harajuku, and things like that. So I didn't want to just bore you guys with endless clips of different shops that I'm going to and the souvenirs that I got. To kind of wrap this video up, I want to recap the trip. Overall, as with any trip to Japan, it is just such a great experience to be a part of such an amazing culture. They have, obviously great food, accessibility is everywhere. Going to Family Mart or a 7-Eleven, Lawson to get great food there. I think it's a staple that you stop by the convenience stores before you get to the hotel to pick up something to eat or beer. That's what I did, right? So aside from that, the great culture, obviously, with the service, the polite culture, the cleanliness overall, it is just such a great experience to be a part of something so special, right? So kind of I do want to mention the two top most memorable food and the two most memorable experience that I had in that 1 week in Japan. Starting with the food, the number one most memorable food was the beef tongue. In English, I think they call themselves the beef lemon. They specialize in beef tongue, obviously, and also serve I think top quality A5 Wagyu beef. I'm potentially biased because we did have the meal right after our trip, the day trip to Mount Fuji. So when we got back to Shinjuku Station, we were hungry and we were tired, and that was the first meal that we had. Right? They are relatively famous and viral on social media, so do expect a little bit of a wait. But the queue system is pretty efficient. So our wait was about 20 to 30 minutes, so it wasn't that bad. But if you can, definitely make a reservation in advance so they can get you seated right off the bat. I think what makes this place great is obviously the food is obviously amazing, right? The beef tongue was super tender, was busting with the charcoal flavor that they grilled it with, as well as the beef tongue flavor. Serve it with a sauce. It was a side of curry, which had beef as well as beef tongue in it. Really good. Miso soup and rice as well. I did exchange my rice for the salmon roll rice, which I think was amazing value. For less than $10, that bowl of salmon roll rice was amazing, right? So overall, the plate, I forgot how much it was, but I think it was pretty good value for the food and the quality of food that you got. So definitely number one on the list. Highly recommend if you're in Japan, in Shinjuku, check the place out. The second most memorable food place that we went to is going to surprise some of you guys, and including Albert, who's probably watching this video. after giving it some thought, I'm gonna give it to Sukiya, which is the breakfast place that we went to 2 times. It's the only breakfast place that we double tap in this trip. It is a chain. They're known for their gyudon. We didn't have the gyudon. We went for their breakfast, right? So Japan, most of the touristy spots and the spots that we visited opens around 10 to 11. And Albert and I, we normally leave the hotel around like 7 to 8 o'clock. So we normally kind of struggle a little bit to find quality breakfast spots. And we went to this spot the very first morning, as well as I think the fourth morning when we were in Japan. Just such a great way to start the day, right? So you start with a protein of choice. I think it was salmon, grilled salmon, or mackerel. You get a rice, which I think is the highlight. A bowl of rice that it comes with okra, grated yam, seaweed, as well as like a special soy sauce they have to mix it in all together, along with like an egg yolk. So good, super light, refreshing way to start the day. And I think overall the plate is like super affordable, 600 yen approximately, which is about $4. The current exchange rate of 155 ish. So it's just such a good way to start the day. It's up there, best bang for the buck. Check it out. It's a chain that no one really talks about, but I do think it provides tremendous value for anyone who's looking to find a Japanese breakfast type plate combo thing. So really good. Number 2 for my list. Now, when it comes to the most memorable experience, right? It can be food, can be anything. Just some of the experience that I had, I think is the most memorable. Number 1, the most memorable is easily going to the Tea Bar we went to towards the end of our trip. I think it's the very last night of the trip. Ended the trip. I'm so glad Albert found this place and we ended the trip with this spot. The place is called Tea Bar Saboten. It's located in Shinjuku as well. That's where we spent our last night in Japan. What makes this place so special is very much the owner, right? He's also a bartender. I think he's the only person who runs the place. They open from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. midnight, and the guy does it all, right? He is super knowledgeable in tea, so they serve both tea cocktails, tea, and if you're hungry, they also have the French toast, which I heard was pretty good. It's just such a great atmosphere to be in. No one really talks about the place because it's relatively not well known. But I do feel like if they are well known, if the words do spread, they will get pretty popular. Given that owner is super nice. He's not really super fluent in English, but he tries to strike up that conversation to make sure you are being taken care of as well as having a good time. So he will kind of ask a couple questions about your trip, things like that. So I appreciated that. And also, I think it's the little details in the shop. All around the shop, including the bathroom, the decors, the scented little rocks, the soap that he uses, the cups, everything that they use within the shop, the little details he cares, right? So given that this is his shop, he's the sole owner for the shop, you can tell that this is his baby, right? He's passionate in this. I believe he's like 32 years old. He's been doing it for 2 to 3 years. He cares, right? And seeing someone care so much about his business and just holistically own every single detail of the business is pretty rare. So the number 2 most memorable experience for me when it comes to this trip has to be the omakase. I wanted to find a place that is, obviously provide quality, fresh sushi that is super tasty, as well as embracing the omakase experience without the fluff, right? By the fluff, I mean making the presentation and the delivery super Instagram worthy so they can jack up the price, so they can attract the tourists. Kind of loses its authenticity a little bit. So I wanted something that's very Japanesey, omakase. It just watch the sushi chef goes to work with none of the tourist attraction vibe to it, right? Service was quick, got the drinks, in front of us relatively quickly right after we ordered, and the fish started coming, right? So overall, I think it was 16 course, really good fish, quality fish, fresh, great experience. Highly recommend if you're looking for omakase in Japan. So there we have it. That is the my recap for the Japan trip. Post-travel blues is hitting pretty severely right now once again. I miss the place, man. I miss the culture. Maybe one day I'll move there. You never know, right? But all in all, memorable experience. Great time catching up with Albert. Kind of just vacation with him a little bit. It's the first time we took an international trip together. But overall, had a lot of fun. It's good to be back with the family, with the dogs. But time to get back to work. Cannot wait till the next time I'm in Japan again or traveling anywhere again. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys caught the series. I don't know if it's going to be 1 video, 2 videos, or multiple videos, but Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have anything you want me to go talk about, whether it's unboxing things that I bought in Japan or anything, leave it in the comment down below. But once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.